We have an update tonight to the missing case we brought you here on Prime last night, and it is the continued search intensifying for 16-year-old Kiely Rodni. She disappeared from a campground party in Northern California nearly a week ago. It was last Friday night. We have surveillance photos tonight captured just hours before Kiely was last seen. Right now, investigators pouring through hundreds of tips in the case, along with cell phone video, anything that could help them retrace Kiely's last steps and any conversations she may have had with people at that party. Kiely's mom is going to be joining me live in just a moment. But first, I want to turn to correspondent Nancy Liu with the very latest in the search for answers tonight and Kiely. Nancy.
Marnie, the Placer County Sheriff's Office says over 500 tips have come in, and they are following up on more than 300 leads. But nearly a week since Kiely Rodni disappeared, still no sign of her or her car.
I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she's alive and well.
Kiely Rodni's boyfriend says he is optimistic, sharing what he told her before she went to the party Friday night with her friends.
So I was just like, okay, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
But now he is among the many others putting up flyers in the massive search for the California teen now entering day 6.
If you have video of that night, detectives want more of it. There has been a lot of video provided, and some of it had to do with a fight that occurred at the party. Detectives right now are asking for any additional video that you have.
Law enforcement are searching across the Tahoe National Forest. Well over 200 young people had gathered near the Prosser family campground for a senior last bash. Kiely's grandfather is missing their musical moments and offering belated advice.
If your child wants to go to a party or go somewhere, make sure they go with someone and make sure they return with those people. Don't leave anybody behind.
Driving out of that campground area at night is treacherous, but so far no sign of Kiely's SUV or her. Law enforcement released images of a sweatshirt Kiely borrowed that night with an eerie caption reading, "You don't want to be forgotten, you just want to disappear." Kiely's mother is garnering strength from the community.
It's this community that's standing behind me and standing with me and supporting me and holding me up that is allowing me to fake you guys into all thinking that I have it together, even the smallest bit.
We just want word out so that more eyes are out, because we don't have an exact spot to look for, and that is unusual, especially with a large object like a car.
Now, it's not clear yet whether the fight at the party had anything to do with Kiely's disappearance, but law enforcement say any videos or images from that night can be helpful in finding Kiely, stressing again that they are not interested in punishing kids for any underage drinking that night. Marnie?
All right, Nancy, thank you. I want to welcome in Lindsay Rodni Neiman. She is Kiely's mother. Lindsay, thank you so much for giving us some time tonight. I know it's important to keep Kiely's story out there. The more people that see her face, hear about it, can help in the search. How are you doing tonight?
I'm tired, but I'm doing okay. Thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm thinking about you, and I'm thinking about that last text message that you shared with Kiely. Tell me more about what she said.
Well, she just, it was 11:30 at night, and she said that she was going to be planning on leaving about 12:15 and heading home. And I told her to, be careful and wake me up when she got home. And she said, "Okay, Mama, I love you." And that was it.
Do you have any reason to doubt, Lindsay, that Kiely sent that message? Did it sound or seem like a text that she would normally send as you're looking back at things?
It was a text that she had sent me over and over again every time she was settling on plans and figuring out, what she was doing. She was always checking. She was always letting me know where she was, when she was leaving, where she was going next. And it was, it was her, "Hey, Mama, I'm on my way home in a little bit, so I'll see you soon." It wouldn't have been unusual for me to even get another text from her another half hour, 40 minutes later, letting me know that she was on her way the last little bit to our house.
So that was late Friday night, kind of into the early morning hours of Saturday. At what point did you start to worry, get concerned?
Well, I woke up 8 o'clock on Saturday morning and immediately realized that she had not woken me up. And so, I thought my husband was home. Maybe she checked in with him. And so I got up and I looked at the driveway and her car wasn't there. And I looked at her room and she wasn't there. And I reached for my phone and I grabbed, I grabbed my phone and I looked for her location that she always shared with me. And the last update it had was from the party site about midnight. And so at that point, I reached out to her dear friend to see if she was there. And once we found out that she wasn't there, it's terrible.
Yeah. And then that panic as a parent sets in. Police, Lindsay, not ruling out the possibility that Kiely may have been abducted, even trafficked. How much are investigators sharing with you about the tips coming in and where they're at in the search?
The law enforcement, all of the teams who have been working together with us to find her have been, they've been working, day and night. It seems I see them and so tired. They have been so transparent with us. They've been so open to keeping the communication between them and the investigation and the family just so open. Unfortunately, just none of the tips yet have led to anything definitive that's helping us.
What else stands out to you, Lindsay, about that night as you talked to her friends about the conversations that they were having, what was going on at the party? Any of those clues rising to the surface, your mother's instinct, like honing in on something particular?
I am letting the police and the teens talk to one another. I am not a trained investigator. I am not someone who has any experience with finding missing children. It's not my position to talk to any of these people and try to figure out what happened. I'm leaving that all to everyone who I trust and I know has the capability and the determination to do so.
Well, it is clear from the video that we've seen of the dozens and dozens of volunteers out there, your family and all of those involved. There's a lot of love for Kiely tonight and the efforts to bring her home safely. I was looking at that video of her playing some music. Tell us about your daughter, a little bit personally about her. What makes her so special?
Everything makes her special. I'm going to try to get through this. Excuse me. She's such a dynamic human. She has been, as you've seen, so musical. She loves playing music. She started playing at a very young age. 2 was the first time that she got her first violin and started playing. And she loves science. She loves baking. She loves dancing, as you can see in the photo you're sharing right now. She's so dynamic, and in that dynamic personality that she has, she has been able to make true connections with practically everybody she meets because she has a common interest with them. And so there just doesn't seem to be anybody ever who I come across who has met her who doesn't just love her. And oh God, I mean, she was so smart, she's so funny, and she's great with little kids. She's like this magnet for toddlers. They come and they run, and she gets down on their level. And there's just, I could go on and on and on about everything that's wonderful about my daughter.
An amazing person, embracing life. What would you want to say to Kiely tonight?
Tonight, I will tell Kiely that I love her so much. So many people love you. And we're all looking, and we're trying so hard. And I'm so sorry we haven't found you yet, but we're not giving up. And just hang in there, sweetie, because we'll find you soon, bring you home.
And Lindsay, a message to anybody who was at the party Friday night who is afraid to come forward and share anything they know, anything that they saw, for fear of getting in trouble for what they were doing that night.
Oh, nobody cares about what you were doing. Nobody cares. I promise you, nobody cares. All that we care about is bringing Kiely back. All that we care about is getting any kind of little bit of information that can help us move forward in our search to find her. And we promise you that you won't get in any trouble. We promise you there's anonymous tip lines even. There's other peers that you can reach out to if you're nervous. It's a hard thing to be courageous, and it's okay to be scared, and it's also okay and important to act on that courage and to come forward when you know it's time.
Lindsay, sending you a lot of love tonight. We're thinking about you, and we'll continue to follow the search for your daughter, and we'll keep tabs, anything that we can do to help and make sure that this case stays in the public eye until your daughter comes home safely to you. All of our best and love.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Lindsay. And we will continue to cover Kiely's disappearance. She went missing on Friday night. She is 16 years old. Her car also is still missing. It is a silver Honda CR-V. We've got all of the information and also the tip line for you to call in if you have anything that can offer authorities some assistance in this case on our website, newsnationnow.com. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.